Ready for a deep dive into something truly different? We're exploring Zhan Zhuang today.
Oh, very interesting.
It's a Chinese system of energy exercise, and it's all about standing still,
Mm.
almost like a tree.
It definitely goes against how we in the West think about fitness and using energy.
Absolutely. Our guide is Master Lam Kam-Chuen's book, The Way of Energy.
Right.
And this book, it sort of explains this ancient practice in a way that we can understand.
Okay.
I have to say I was a bit skeptical at first.
Mm.
The idea of standing still as exercise, it seemed kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But the book claims that it can have profound effects on your health, well-being,
Mm.
even your martial arts abilities.
Interesting.
So I'm really curious to learn more.
Okay, sounds good.
What exactly is Zhan Zhuang?
Well, at its core, Zhanzhuang translates to standing like a stake or standing like a tree. It's all about cultivating internal energy, or qi, and this practice has been shrouded in secrecy for centuries, passed down through lineages and small, tight-knit circles of practitioners.
That concept of qi, it's really intriguing. How
Yes.
does this practice connect with, how we experience energy every day, especially as we age?
Well, think about how many people, as they get older, feel like they have less energy, like they're less vital than they were when they were younger.
Oh, I totally get that. I
Uh-huh.
mean, sometimes just simple things feel draining, and I remember having so much energy as a kid.
Exactly. And the book suggests that our modern lifestyle, full of stress and inactivity, creates blockages in our body's energy channels.
Hmm.
These blocks then constrict the natural flow of qi, and that's what leaves us feeling sluggish and just depleted.
So Zhuang is kind of like clearing a path for that energy to flow again. That's
Oh,
fascinating. How is this practice different from, say, typical Western exercise?
well, Zhuang isn't about using up your energy through intense physical activity like a lot of Western workouts. Instead, it focuses on generating energy from within, building strength from the inside out.
That is a really interesting distinction.
Yeah.
It's almost like tapping into a hidden wellspring of power.
The book uses this great metaphor.
Uh-huh.
It talks about a hibernating dragon
Okay.
and how it awakens its incredible power through stillness.
I love that image. So it's not about pushing yourself externally, but harnessing that internal force.
Precisely.
How does Zhuang train both the mind and body at the same time?
Zhanzhuang combines specific postures, breathing techniques, and mental exercises, and they all work together.
Okay.
It introduces something called Tan Tien breathing.
Okay.
This is where you breathe from your abdomen, and it helps you become calmer mentally and focus your energy.
So it's not just about holding the physical positions, it's also about how you engage your mind.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the postures themselves.
Here.
Are they as complicated as, let's say, yoga poses?
The initial positions are surprisingly straightforward.
Hmm.
It starts with Wu Qi, which basically means just standing still,
Okay.
but you really pay attention to your posture and alignment.
So there's more to just standing than we might think.
It might seem simple, but maintaining the correct alignment while letting go of unconscious tension can actually be quite difficult. And from Wu Qi, the practice then moves on to holding the balloon.
Holding the balloon. I'm
Mhm.
picturing like a mime with an invisible beach ball.
Well, imagine holding a large beach ball
Okay.
at chest height,
Okay.
and your arms are curved gently.
Okay.
The focus is on holding that position
Uh,
while visualizing the balloon pushing back against your hands.
so there isn't a real balloon, but you create the sensation in your mind.
Exactly.
Why a balloon? Why not something heavier?
The book uses this really striking imagery
Okay.
to explain this.
Uh-huh.
Imagine that you are a tree with roots going up into the earth.
Yeah.
Its strong trunk giving you stability,
Okay.
and branches reaching up to the sky.
I can almost feel that. The groundedness and expansion.
This imagery reflects that feeling of being connected to the flow of energy between heaven and earth, and these are just the starting points. The practice progresses to more advanced positions like standing in the stream, where you move your arms like water flowing, and holding the balloon in front of your face, which tests your balance and endurance.
It sounds like a gradual process.
Yeah.
Building upon each level.
It is.
Now, what about those mental exercises you mentioned? Are they like meditation?
They do share similarities with meditation in that they help you focus and relax.
Hmm.
One technique is called the balloon fills with water.
That sounds interesting. Tell me more.
While you're holding the imaginary balloon, picture it slowly filling with water, getting heavier and heavier. You need mental effort to maintain the position, resisting the downward pull.
So it's like a workout for both your mind and body.
It is.
Now, the book mentions that people might experience unusual sensations during practice.
Yes.
Should we be worried if that happened?
Not at all. These are often good signs. You
Hmm.
might feel warmth, tingling, trembling, or even a sense of asymmetry in your body.
Asymmetry, like one leg feeling longer than the other.
Precisely. These sensations might indicate that energy blockages are clearing and qi is beginning to flow more freely.
Okay.
The key is to simply observe these feelings
Hmm.
without resisting letting them pass naturally.
So this is all incredibly fascinating, but how do we apply this newfound energy to everyday activities?
Well, while it might not make you a champion hot dog eater, the book suggests that you can incorporate the principles of Zhan Zhuang into your daily life in many ways.
Oh, okay.
You can use them to have better posture while sitting or standing, to stay relaxed while driving or working on your computer, even to lift heavy objects more efficiently.
So it's not just about those specific poses, but about how we move and interact with the world around us.
That's the essence of it.
And it's not just about physical strength either. The book says this practice can improve focus, productivity, and even athletic performance. It's like training your mind to control your own energy system.
I love this idea of unlocking hidden energy within us.
Yeah.
What else can we learn from exploring Zhanzhuang? There's so much more to uncover as we delve into the details of this ancient practice.
Right.
It's a path of self-discovery and empowerment, and Master Lam's book is a great guide for anyone who's interested in its potential.
I am reminded of that hibernating dragon analogy.
Yes.
It's like we all have this incredible power waiting to be awakened, but how do we access it? Is just standing still really enough?
Well, standing still is the basis. It's really the focused work on both mind and body that unlocks this dormant energy.
Hmm.
Master Lam really stresses that Zhanzhuang requires patience and discipline
Right.
and a willingness to move beyond your comfort zone.
Okay.
It's training for both your physical and mental selves, pushing them to function at higher energetic levels.
So it's not some quick fix or shortcut to endless energy.
Exactly. It's a process,
Uh-huh.
one where you gradually build your inner strength and refine your awareness.
Okay.
Master Lam actually describes Zhanzhuang as a lifelong pursuit, a continuous evolution.
That's both daunting and incredibly inspiring.
It is,
I imagine there are stages within this lifelong journey.
definitely mastery of the basic postures and breathing techniques.
Right.
That sets the foundation for tackling those more demanding postures and mental exercises.
Okay.
The book outlines a structured progression, with each level building on the last.
Can you give us some examples of these advanced postures? How intense do they get?
Some can be quite challenging.
Okay.
For example, there's one called shifting your weight.
Mhm.
And this involves leaning forward and backward, strengthening those calf and thigh muscles.
That sounds like a good way to build leg strength.
Yes.
But how does that relate to cultivating qi?
Remember, Zhanzhuang is more than just physical exertion.
Right.
It's about encouraging the smooth flow of energy throughout your whole being.
Okay.
Strengthening your legs actually strengthens the base of your energy system.
Ah, so it's like fortifying the roots of that mighty tree we talked about.
Precisely. And there's another one called holding the ball on one side, where you put all your weight on one leg while holding your arms in specific positions.
It sounds like you'd fall over.
It does, doesn't it?
What's the energetic benefit of this seemingly precarious pose?
Well, it tests your balance and coordination, engaging your core muscles and refining your focus.
Okay.
And as you improve, there are even more challenging variations.
So it's this constant process of refinement and pushing your own limits.
It is.
I can see why Master Lam sees it as a lifelong practice.
Uh-huh.
Now, realistically, a lot of people don't have tons of time to dedicate to practice.
True.
How much time should someone spend on Zhanzhuang?
Master Lam suggests starting with just a few minutes every day, gradually increasing the amount of time as you feel more comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Consistency is key.
Right.
Even short, focused sessions can bring noticeable benefits.
That's good to hear. It really emphasizes that small, consistent efforts can make a real difference. Now, let's go back to those mental exercises.
Okay.
They seem to be a very important part of the practice.
They are completely integral to the training. As you progress, you'll discover many different techniques designed to deepen your relaxation,
Right.
amplify your energy flow, and sharpen your mental clarity.
Can you share a specific example? I'm really interested in learning more about these mental techniques.
There's one called the moving balloon.
Okay.
It's a powerful visualization. You hold that imaginary beach ball again, but now it starts to move, circling your waist.
So the balloon is in motion, but I'm standing still.
Exactly. It's about directing the flow of energy with your mind.
Okay.
With practice, you can even picture the balloon circling further and further away from your body.
So it's like expanding your energetic field outwards.
Yes, but
What are the supposed effects of this visualization?
Master Lam indicates this practice can profoundly impact your awareness and perception.
That sounds really transformative.
It is.
What kind of overall changes can people expect from practicing Zhan Zhuang?
The beauty of it is that everyone's transformation is unique. Some people report feeling more energetic, less stressed, and they sleep better.
Okay.
Others find they have more emotional balance, increased creativity, or a deeper connection to their spiritual side.
It really does seem like unlocking hidden potential within us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's easy to be swept away by these claims,
Sure.
but is there any scientific evidence to back them up? Or is it all based on ancient mysticism?
It's a valid question.
Right.
While Western science is still trying to understand qi, research on the physical and psychological effects of Zhan Zhuang is steadily increasing.
What kind of research is being done?
Studies are showing that Zhan Zhuang can lower blood pressure, improve heart rate variability, and boost your immune system.
Mm,
It's also been shown to lessen anxiety, elevate mood, and enhance cognitive function.
that's amazing. So there's actual scientific support for these ancient practices.
There is, and as research continues, we're likely to find even more benefits from Zhan Zhuang.
Wow.
It's truly a fascinating area of study.
Our conversation has really highlighted how Zhan Zhuang is more than just physical exercise.
Yes.
It's a holistic approach to life, embracing awareness, harnessing energy, and living with greater presence and intention.
You put it perfectly. The book encourages us to integrate these principles into every aspect of our lives, from how we stand and move to how we interact with each other.
So it's not just about the time spent standing, but about bringing that mindful energy to everything we do.
Exactly. It's about cultivating what you might call a state of dynamic stillness,
Oh,
where you're both grounded and energized, present and alert.
right.
It's an empowering way to live.
It is inspiring, but adding a new practice into our busy lives can be tough.
Oh, it can.
What advice does Master Lam give for beginners who are starting their Zhan Zhuang journey?
He emphasizes going slowly,
Okay.
finding a qualified instructor if you can,
Right?
and being patient with yourself.
Okay.
Remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
So we don't need to try to master it overnight?
No, not at all. The important thing is to just start, take those first steps on the path of energy cultivation. Who knows where it might lead you?
This deep dive has been such an eye-opener. I feel energized, intrigued, and ready to explore this ancient practice more.
I'm so glad to hear that it's been wonderful sharing this exploration with you.
It has.
And to our listeners who are feeling inspired, we encourage you to check out Master Lam's book, The Way of Energy, if you want to learn more.
It really is a fascinating exploration.
It is.
Before we wrap up, I always like to leave our listeners with something to think about as they go about their day. So here's something to consider. If something as seemingly simple as standing still can unlock such incredible energy and potential,
Yes.
what other everyday activities might hold hidden transformative power?
That is something to think about.
Some food for thought. Until next time, keep exploring.
And remember, the journey starts with a single step.
And in the case of Zhan Zhuang, that step is taken while standing still. One thing that really struck me from The Way of Energy is how it emphasizes the deep connection between our minds, our bodies,
Yeah.
and the energy that flows through everything.
It does, and this idea aligns with a lot of ancient traditions that saw humans as like mini universes,
Right.
intricately connected to the natural world.
It makes you wonder, in our modern world, with all its technology and distractions, have we lost touch with that primal connection to nature's energy?
It's a fascinating thought, isn't it?
It is.
The book suggests that through Zhan Zhuang, we can actually rebuild that link
Okay.
and tap into this vast reservoir of energy within us.
Almost like reclaiming something we've forgotten.
Exactly.
Now, the book also talks about using trees to enhance energy flow.
Yes.
That really caught my attention.
It's intriguing, isn't it?
It is. Can you tell me more about that practice?
Master Lam describes these advanced exercises where practitioners stand near trees and visualize an exchange of energy between themselves and the tree.
That sounds pretty out there.
It does a bit.
How does that actually work?
Yeah. Well, trees are thought to be powerful conductors of energy, drawing it up from the earth and down from the heavens, and this creates like a vibrant, energetic field around them.
Okay.
By practicing Zhan Zhuang near a tree, you might be able to connect to this field and boost your own energy flow.
So it's like plugging into nature's power grid.
You could say that.
I can picture myself in a forest surrounded by these huge trees, just radiating with energy.
It's a powerful image.
It is.
And while science is still figuring out how this all works,
Right.
there's a growing understanding of how interconnected all living things really are.
If we can exchange energy with trees, what other possibilities might there be?
It really opens up a whole world of exploration.
Right.
Master Lam hints at the potential of Zhan Zhuang for improving healing, increasing vitality, and even developing abilities that some might consider, well, superhuman.
That's incredible. For someone completely new to this, where's the best place to start with Zhan Zhuang?
The book provides a clear path, beginning with those basic positions we discussed earlier. Patience, persistence, and an open mind are essential for this journey.
So there's no need to rush to become a master overnight.
No, definitely not. The key is simply to begin. Take those first steps on the path of energy cultivation.
Wow, this deep dive has been amazing. I feel energized, curious, and I'm definitely going to explore Zhan Zhuang more.
I'm so happy to hear that. It's been a pleasure sharing this exploration with you.
The pleasure is all mine.
And for our listeners who are intrigued, we encourage you to delve into Master Lam's book, The Way of Energy, for a deeper understanding.
It's a truly transformative work.
It is.
We'll make sure to include a link to Master Lam's book in the show notes for anyone who's interested.
It's a must-read for anyone curious about this.
Before we sign off, I'd like to leave our listeners with one last thought.
Okay.
If something as simple as standing still can unlock such incredible energy and potential, what other ordinary things might hold hidden transformative power?
That's a great question.
Until next time, keep exploring the extraordinary in the everyday.